Today we continue to enjoy another true story. The Vengeful Spirit Wearing Red Shoes. When I was a kid, our neighbor, Mrs. Luwu, was the best storyteller in the whole neighborhood. But her stories weren't the happy, fairy tale kind. They were the kind that made you pull the covers up to your chin at night and jump at every creak of the floorboards. She had a way of leaning in, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper that made even the bravest among us shiver. The story that stuck with me the most, the one that still sends a chill down my spine, was the one about the little girl in red shoes. Mrs. Luwu would start by describing this girl. She was the prettiest child you'd ever seen, with eyes like sparkling obsidian and a smile that could melt the coldest heart. Her most prized possession was a pair of delicate red embroidered shoes, a gift from her mother. She wore them everywhere, her tiny feet dancing over the cobblestones. Then, one day, she simply vanished. No one saw her leave. No one heard her cry. She was just gone. Weeks turned into months, and the village was consumed by a quiet dread. That's when the rumors started. Travelers and late-night workers would whisper about a narrow, dark alley on the edge of town. They said if you walked through it after midnight, you'd meet a little girl. She'd be standing there, her face hidden in the shadows, holding out a pair of shoes. In a voice as soft as a rustling leaf, she'd ask, "Can you help me? Can you help make my shoes redder?" Most people would just run, their hearts pounding in their chests. But the little girl's mother, frantic with grief, heard the whispers and clung to this sliver of hope. She rushed to the alley, calling her daughter's name, and the little girl appeared. It was her daughter, but twisted into a nightmarish vision. Her head was turned completely backward, her limbs bent at impossible angles, as if she were a broken doll. The mother's scream was lost in the suffocating darkness of the alley. The apparition of her daughter then spoke, her voice no longer soft but filled with an ancient, chilling rage. She told her mother everything. It was her stepfather. He had been cruel to her in secret, his kindness a mask for a monstrous heart. That day, his cruelty had gone too far, and in a fit of rage, he had ended her small life. To hide his crime, he had dragged her tiny body up the nearby mountain and buried her in a shallow, unmarked grave. The red shoes were still on her feet, now caked with dirt and despair. The mother, shattered by the truth, felt something inside her snap. The grief and horror twisted into a singular, burning desire for revenge. That night, she didn't go to the authorities. She and the ghostly apparition of her daughter confronted the stepfather. What happened next was a whirlwind of madness and vengeance. The man's life ended in a torrent of red, his blood splattering across the room, soaking the very shoes his stepdaughter had loved so much, turning them a deep, horrifying crimson. Justice, in its most primal form, had been served. And here, Mrs. Lu would always pause. She'd look around at all of us kids, our eyes wide with terror. Then, she would lean in so close we could feel her breath on our faces, and she'd whisper the final, terrifying lines. Her voice would mimic the little girl's, soft and eerie. "These shoes," she'd say, holding up her own hands as if presenting them. "They aren't red enough yet. Shall we make them redder?" Together, we'd all scream and scatter, but the image was seared into our minds. 4 years after, none of us dared to wear red shoes, and a simple floral pattern could make our blood run cold. It was just a story, but some nights, when the wind howls just right, I still think I hear a little girl whispering in the dark. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have a spooky tale from your own childhood, share it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more chills. Stay safe out there.